What's going on, weirdos? It's your man Shane Kid Walk with Hollyweird TV, back after a long hiatus, and I'm bringing you all yet another video. 2021 is history. Well, depending on when you're watching this video. This year in television has been one to remember. We've seen a lot of good and a lot of bad, but we're just going to focus on the good because, fuck the bad. From fresh new upstarts to the endings of shows that define an era, 2021 closes on a high note, albeit a little bittersweet. Without further ado, here are Hollyweird TV's top 10 TV shows of 2021. As always, here at Hollyweird TV, we place timestamps in the description below so that you, the viewer, can skip ahead and control the video as you see fit.
Yeah, Sundays I might wash my whip, I might get legit, I might copy. Yeah, Sundays I might wash my whip.
Like what you're hearing? Click the link in the description to watch the full video.
Yeah, Sundays I might wash my whip, I might get legit, I just cop a zip. Yeah, Sundays I might wash my whip, I just might go sit, I just do this shit.
Number 10, On My Block. We start off our list with one of Netflix's top series within the last 5 years. Sadly, this proved to be the final season as we know it. The description of these shows will be brief, by the way. And with that being said, this was by no means the best season of the series. And get this, that's actually okay, it's fine. Season 4 proved to be strong in its own right in terms of storytelling. Although we won't see the original cast anymore, we will see more of the city of Free Ridge pretty soon. A spin-off entitled Free Ridge was ordered by Netflix. As of this recording, there is no release date for the new series. Number 9, iCarly 2021. I would rank this way higher on the list, but it's still a new series. Well, technically, so to speak. I don't know. Anyway, I have to let the show mature because it has a long shelf life ahead. Nonetheless, this reboot is perfect. I am not a fan of the remake nostalgia era that we're all in at the current moment, but if it's done right, I'll give it a pass. iCarly is done right. What makes iCarly a great show is that it doesn't forsake its original fans. In fact, it grows with and matures with the fans of the original series while in active search of a new audience. Basically, it sticks its middle finger up at demographics. If we're going to continue the reboot era, then iCarly should be the model of what shows should be like. I'm just saying, it's my opinion. Number 8, All American. Sports, drama, heartbreak, whatever. As of this recording, All American is on its mid-season hiatus as we prepare to enter award and championship season. The interesting fact about this series is that it takes the game's formula and it gears it more to the teenage demographic. Still, it shows the trials and tribulation of high school athletes. After all, let's not sit here and pretend that children and teenagers don't have it hard too. This show makes you think about that and kind of take the needs of children far more seriously if you're a parent or not. Then you add the complexity of football and politics within the sport, then you will yield a seasonal masterpiece. Number 7, Queens. Imagine if Empire got off to a fantastic start and stayed there throughout the entire series without making pointless swerves. That's Queens in a nutshell. Just like iCarly though, I would rank this higher, but it's still a new show. Nevertheless, the first season so far has been solid. There were some hiccups and cheesiness, but nothing too damaging to the overall product. This TV show features an all-star cast of women in the business trying to rekindle the magic of yesteryear. It tells the story that no matter how old you become, your talent never fades, and that betting on yourself is all you need to do. Inspirational? Yes. A good show? Yes. Hail the Queens? Hell yes. Number 6, Superstore. Here's another show that made its end this year. Okay, so here's the thing. Since 2015, it found its way into this list, more times than not in the top 5, and at the highest, the top 3. Superstore will be missed. Usually shows play up the fact that it's coming to an end and emphasize it from the word go. Superstore didn't do that until close to midway through the season. They did a great job in the restraint area. The end of the series finale really brought the show home. Of all people, Garrett, played by Colton Dunn, narrated the final scene. If you hadn't saw that scene, See what I did there? Then go back and look at it here on YouTube. Perfect way to end the show. Number 5, Insecure. A year ago, season 4 of this classic show was number 1 on my countdown. This year, not so much. But then again, that's not saying a lot. Season 5 or season 5 may not have been the best, but it was still damn good. Good enough to retain a spot in the illustrious top 5. Unlike Superstore, however, the ending of the show was all throughout the season. It got off to a rough start but recovered by episode 3 and it didn't look back. We see the change in characters in literally every episode as they try to cram as much story in as possible. I have to admit, they did give the fans what they want by the end, so points to them for that. Number 4, Wu-Tang and American Saga. Y'all, please go watch this show. You should watch everything on this list, but this is the main one, all honesty. If you hadn't already, go out of your way to watch it. It has improved tremendously over the last year or so. Although I'm still not too crazy about the casting, the acting is way better than it was in the first season. Plus, the music. The motherfucking music. It all felt natural, as if we were transported back to 1992 and were part of the making of the now iconic rap album, The 36 Chambers. I swear to God on this one. I had always been a Wu-Tang fan, and 36 Chambers was my shit growing up. And needless to say, the guys put on performers very similar to their real life counterparts. Real shit. Number 3, Dear White People. Another show that aired its final season this year. And out of all of those that have ended, this has to be the best one. You know what I'm about to say. Come at me, haters. When I found out that this would be a musical, I was kind of skeptical, not gonna lie. But I gave it a shot and I was blown away. I refuse to spoil anything about this season, so I'm not going to, but let's just say it's hard being black at a PWI. It's even harder being black at a PWI while producing a fucking musical. I'm going to leave it at that. This 4th season of Dear White People trumps the previous seasons by miles. Number 2, Big Mouth. When we thought this show couldn't get any better, it fucking does. You know, Big Mouth is like Goku to me. You know, the more he fights, you know, the better he gets. Whatever. The seemingly never-ending talent of Nick Kroll gets me every goddamn time. This season educated us about the thin line between love and hate. Again, see what I did there? Keke Palmer joins the cast as the hate worm and later the love bug. 1 second, guys. I have to do this. Hey, beautiful. How you doing? I know you're watching. You know who you are. Anyway, it's the same tropes as the previous 4 seasons, but it flips itself again. Man, words cannot describe how well done this season was. I hate myself now because I had to choose between this and an honorable mention, but more on that later. But then again, I think I made the right choice here. Speaking of honorable mentions, we know that every show of the year could not make this list. As a result, we found a way to include them. Here are some well-deserving, well-acclaimed honorable mentions. The Game 2021. Hi, BET. This is how it's done. F is for Family, the final season. I had to choose between this and Big Mouth. There it is. Chucky. We ran out of room on this list. Feel free to be pissed off at me. I'm pissed off at myself. Titans. The only problem was Raven was only in like 4 episodes this season. And lastly, Dark Side of the Ring. More stories, more drama, more documentaries, you know the rest. And our pick for the number 1 show of 2021 is Cobra Kai. Was there any doubt about what was going to take the number 1 spot? At the time of this recording, we anticipate the 4th season's arrival. The 3rd season of Cobra Kai was stellar all around. Yes, bit predictable, but that made it fun to watch. After the high school brawl and Miguel's fall, the series continues from that standpoint. Again, I'm not going to spoil anything from this show. You have to watch it. The fight sequences feel authentic, and the hatred between Miyagi-Do, Cobra Kai, and the new Eagle Fang Karate, by the way, Eagles don't have fucking fangs, becomes intensified. It's fun, believable, and scary at times. but overall, it's a fucking masterpiece. Do you all agree? If so or if not, please tell us about it in the comment section below. I want to pause and apologize for my inconsistency over the last few months. My personal life has been in shambles, but the less said about that, the better. I want to thank everyone who has been by my side and supporting me in everything I do to this point. I want to congratulate my friends who have recently graduated from my alma mater, Alcorn State University. Welcome to the other side of success, guys. Thank you all for being pals of mine. As for the top 10 100 films of all time, don't worry, we haven't forgotten about that. Be looking for the final installment somewhere in 2022. Finally, there is a top 10 films of the year video that has been posted by my good friend TJ the Kid. Click the link in the description to watch. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe and ring that dang on bell to get all of our notifications. Have a safe and happy new year from all of us here at Hollyweird TV and Fantastic Productions. Until next time, remember, Hollywood is a weird place. I'm your man Shane Kid Walker. I am back, and this is Hollyweird TV.